everyone, Max here from Blue Elephant Solutions. In this video, we're going to look into how we create a learning module for Knowledge Gym. I already logged into the backend here, and I'm in the module section on the navigation bar on the left side here. And this one basically gives you an overview of all the modules you currently have in your account. And to add a new one, you click the Add Module button over here. And this one brings you into this menu. And we'll go through that step by step now. And I'll explain to you how you build your module. So first of all, of course, you put a name in there. Say you want to do a cybersecurity training. Do cybersecurity test module. Put a module description in here. So both of these will be visible in the front end to learners. So I'm going to keep this brief now, but of course, feel free to summarize the module a little bit and what it's about. The next three custom fields, those would not be visible in the front end. So if you want to put any internal information in there for yourself, maybe who the person is to contact here, and when it comes to changing the module, or who the admin is to get in touch with, or anything like that, really, that's what you can put in here, but it's not a required field. So it's completely up to you if you want to use that. The next one is the certification. So you can decide whether people who complete this learning module will obtain a certificate, and you can choose the criteria here. It's either based on reach level or retention rate, or both. And I'll explain how this works a little bit later as well. But that's where you put the settings in, and here the certification level or certification criteria, if it's tied to a level, you will put this in here. And retention rate you can put in here. Again, I get to this a little bit later in more detail. Then the next two fields, contact expert and more information. Those are fields you can put something in, you don't need to. If so, these will be seen in the front end by the learners. So basically you can put like an expert in here. Just gonna put my own email address in demo purposes. But basically say you have an expert for your cybersecurity division in your organization. You might want to put this person's email address in here, so the learner, if they have any questions, they can see the contact details in the front end and reach out to them. And more information can be any type of URL. Just gonna quickly find one here. External website link in, you can put in a link to a video, any further learning material, basically. So these two will be visible in the front end to the learners. The next section, those three buttons here. So the first one, visible to all users within the company, basically decides whether you want this module to automatically be seen by everyone in the company, or if you only target a specific group of people with it, you might not want to use that. So by default, it's set on not visible, and will only be visible then to the people you assign it to, but you can change that here. The status, inactive or active, whether it's an active learning module or not. Quite handy if you maybe want to assign all the learners first before you set it to active, so they start at the same time with the training, for example. And the last one, if you choose to give out certificates for completion of training, you can decide here whether after obtaining a certificate, the learner can still go through this module and can still use it for training purposes or not. Right. The next section gives you the opportunity to add files. So those could be pictures like PNG, JPEG. It could also be documents like PDF, or it could also be videos, MP4 format here. So the first one, just going to use this for cybersecurity, just the size a little bit so it fits better into the screen later. This would basically be the cover picture or medium or file, whatever you choose, of this module, seen in the front end by the users. Here you can choose a file for an answer that's been given correctly, and here the incorrect version. right? And maybe important to know, you can do all of this separately for every question that you put into this module later. We'll go through that in a separate video as well. But if you choose not to, and you don't upload any specific files for the questions, these files will be used as default for every question in the module. And the last category here, the retention type. So that's what we kind of came across earlier a little bit. Basically, you can decide whether you want the spaced repetition intervals to be adjusted based on reached level by the learner or target retention. So the level system works the following way. The learner gains 1 level with every correct answer they give on Knowledge Gym. Say you're on level 10 already, I give a correct answer. From there, I reach level 11, but it will be cut in half with every wrong answer given. So if I'm level 10 and I give a wrong answer next, then I will go back to level 5. That's how the level system works. And you can basically put in here for level 1, you want the repetition to be every day, level 2 every 2 days, level 3 every 4 days, level 4 every 8 days, and so on. You can change that here. And the target retention rate, you can select that here. That's what you define up here. It's set to 80 by default, but you can also change it, set up to 90 or 75 or whatever. And basically meaning you want your learners to sustain at least 80% of the knowledge. And yeah, in order to really, I guess, gain all the advantages of AI taking over and hyper-personalize things for you, you want to change target retention rate, because that's when the AI algorithm comes into play and analyzes the forgetting curve of the learners and basically notices, okay, the retention rate falls below 80% now, so we need to trigger a repetition for the learner. Once you're happy with everything, you click Save. And you will see your module in the overview now. You can still go back into this, edit it, change things, can delete it, of course, set it from active to inactive and back. And here also assign users, groups, and questions, but we'll get to that in a separate video. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.